This video will show you how to use all the different features that are available in the SeeSaw Class app. Once you have logged on to the SeeSaw Class app, you will be taken straight to your child's journal. Now, as you can see, this child hasn't completed any of the activities yet, so there is nothing in this child's journal. But once you have completed some activities, this is where they will appear. As you can see, there is the number 5 in the red circle above the icon of the light bulb and the word activities. This means that there are 5 activities waiting for this child to complete. So if you click on that light bulb icon, it will then take you to those 5 activities, with the one that has been assigned most recently at the top, going all the way down to that first activity that was assigned. Each activity will have a title. For example, this activity is called Seren's Seasons. Within the activity, your child's class teacher may have typed some information about the activity. They may have included some links for you to click on or some videos for you to watch. The activity should also contain some instructions of what you will need to do in order to complete the activity. For example, this activity asks me to click on the Add Response button, it asks me to take a photograph, and it asks me to use the microphone to record myself speaking. Once you have familiarised yourself with all of the instructions, you're ready to press Add Response. It will then take you to this screen where you have 6 different options. You have the option to respond to this activity either using a photograph, a drawing, a video. You may wish to upload something from your iPad or computer. You may wish to reply using a note or send a link. The top 3 are the ones that are most commonly used: the photo, the drawing and the video. If you wish to respond using a drawing, simply click on the pencil and it will take you to this screen. If at any time you wish to reread the instructions or you simply wish to go over something, you have the option at the top of the screen to click the button that says View Instructions. This will take you back to the instructions for the activity, where you can read them as many times as you wish. When you're ready to go back to the activity, press the cross in the top left-hand corner and it will take you back to your drawing screen. Within this drawing section, there are lots of different tools that you can use. On the left-hand side, the capital T acts as a text box. Within these text boxes, you can type in words or sentences or whatever you wish to type. Once you've typed whatever you wanted to write, you have lots of different options. On the right-hand side, you can change the colour of your text by simply moving the colour feature up and down. So I'm going to have mine purple. You also have the option to move your text box freely around the screen and put it wherever you want it. You can also make this text box much bigger by simply dragging from one of the corners, and similarly make it much smaller. I'm just going to move it into the centre of my screen. You also have the option by pressing this arrow at the top of the text box to rotate the text box around if you wish to do so. If you click on the 3 dots, there are also lots more options in here. If you were to press Style, in here you can change the font that your words or sentences are written in. You also have the option to not frame your text, to frame it with a coloured border, or to fill the text box in completely. You can also align your text to the left, in the centre, or to the right. Again, if I click on the text box and the 3 dots, I also have the option to press Order, and if I had lots of things on my screen, I can either put the text box in front of things or behind things. Now at the moment, I can freely move this text box around. If I want it to stay in that place, I press the 3 dots and press the lock key. I no longer have the option to move that around anymore. If I wanted to unlock the text box, simply press the 3 dots and then unlock. If I want to remove the text box altogether, you can press the 3 dots and press delete. If you do this by mistake, don't worry. In the top section, you have the option to press the arrow pointing backwards to undo anything. Also, on the left-hand side of the screen, you have the option to add a voice recording to your work. You do this by clicking the symbol of the microphone. Once you've clicked the picture of the microphone, it will give you a 3-second countdown before it starts recording your voice. When you see that red bar across the top of your screen, this shows that your voice recording has started. You can pause your recording at any time by pressing the pause button on the left-hand side. When you're ready to carry on speaking, you just need to press the flashing microphone and the recording will start again. You can use this to either read out your work or talk about your drawing to your class teacher. You can also use the drawing tools down the bottom of the screen to write or draw as you speak. I will show you how to use these tools later on in the video. Once you've finished your recording, you just need to press the Done button in the top right-hand corner of the screen, and your recording will then appear here. Also on the left-hand side, you should see a symbol of a camera. If you press that button, it will give you the option to either take a photo, record a video, or upload a photo or video that you've already got saved to your camera roll. If you press the photo option, it will then allow you to take a photograph. You can use any of the 3 green circles to take that photograph, hold the camera still, and it will take your photo. Your photo will then appear in the middle of your drawing just like this. Again, you have the option to resize your photo and make it much smaller or make it much bigger. It's entirely up to you. You also have the option to move it freely around the screen. It's a good idea to spread the things on your drawing out so it's not all on top of one another, which makes it quite tricky for your teacher to see. Once you're happy with where you've positioned your photo, again, if you click on the photo and the 3 dots, you have the option to lock it into place. The last button I want to show you on the left-hand side are the 3 dots underneath the picture of the camera. If you click on those 3 dots, you should see the option to add some shapes, a background, or a link. If you were to click on shapes, this then allows you to insert any of these shapes or symbols into your drawing. You may wish to add a speech bubble, a thought bubble, or maybe even a love heart. You can add as many as you want in one go, and then click back onto your drawing and move them around and resize them as you wish. Also in those 3 dots was the option to add a background, but this is something you need to do at the start of your drawing before you add anything onto it. On the right hand side, there is the option to add another page. Simply click Add Page and it will give you a new blank drawing. If you want to send your teacher more than one picture or more than one drawing, it's a good idea to add pages on the right hand side instead of submitting lots of different entries. If I were to click on the 3 dots now and choose background, as there is nothing on this page at the moment, I can then choose what colour background I wish to use for my drawing. There are block colour backgrounds, or there are these nice multicoloured ones also. You also have the option to give yourself some lines, some squares, some handwriting lines, or maybe even some dots. Once you've chosen which background you would like, you then just click back onto your drawing where you can again use all the different features either on the left hand side or across the bottom. Across the bottom you have the option to draw using either a pencil, a marker, a highlighter, a glow pen, or if you make any mistakes, there is also the option to rub these out. If I were to click on the pencil, I can then use the colour scroller on the right hand side again to choose what colour I'm going to draw in. If I click on the pencil for the second time, it allows me to choose how thick I want my pencil line to be. So I could have a really thick line, or I could choose a really thin line. I could then use the marker either to draw or perhaps to do some writing. I could then use the highlighter if I wanted to highlight anything in particular. Again, I can change the colour of this highlighter on the right hand side, or I could use this lovely glow pen to do a nice fancy drawing. Like I said, if you make any mistakes, you can use the rubber here to rub those out. Once you've finished all of your drawings and you're ready to send your work to your teacher, you then need to press the tick in the top right hand corner of your screen. This will then upload your work to your journal, and as you can see above the activity, it now says waiting for teacher approval. This means that this piece of work has been sent to your teacher for them to see, make a comment on, like it and approve it to your journal. You will now notice that the number above the light bulb has gone down to 4 because I've just completed one of those 5 activities that were on my activity list at the beginning. Sometimes when teachers assign children activities, we put a template in the activity for your child to work directly on. For example, this Sound of the Week one. If I were to click on Add Response here, I don't have those 6 options that we had at the beginning, because this class teacher has already put a template that we want your child to work directly on. If I were to click onto page 2, you will see there is a word search. So for this activity, the child needs to find all of the E-split E words in the word search using the highlighter tool. So just like earlier, I can click on the highlighter and highlight the words that I find in the box down below. Just like the activity we looked at earlier, once you're finished with your drawing and you're happy with your work, to send it to your class teacher, press the white tick in the green circle in the top right hand corner of the page. This will then take you back to your journal. As well as the journal tab and the activities tab, there is also a tab called Inbox. This is where any messages or announcements sent from your class teacher will appear. If you have more than one child in your household who are using SeeSaw to access home learning and they are using the same device, you will need to sign in and out of one another's accounts. To do this, press in the top left hand corner where it says the child's name and press Sign Out. It will ask you if you're sure that you want to do this. So if you've pressed it by mistake, you can press Cancel, but if you do wish to sign out, press Sign Out and it will take you back to the logins. If you're using a computer, a laptop or a Chromebook to access SeeSaw, you can still use lots of the features that I've shown you in this video. You may wish to use your phone or iPad to take any photos or videos, as this can be quite tricky when you're using a laptop or computer. I hope you found this video useful, but if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with either your child's class teacher or the school office, and we would be happy to help.